Hey, y'all, this is Obi, and I'm Peachtree City Library's storytelling dog. And I'm here with another fairy tale that I'm hoping you're going to like. At least today's get up is not too embarrassing, although, do I look like a goat to you all? Yeah, I'm supposed to be like a goat because our story today is the Three Billy Goats Gruff. So let's get started. You ready? Once upon a time, there were three goats. A little white one, sort of like me, because I'm white, a medium sized brown one, and a big gray one. They were the Billy Goats Gruff, and they were brothers. The little Billy Goat Gruff had little horns. The medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff had medium-sized horns. That's probably what I have, a medium size. And the big Billy Goat Gruff had big, curly horns. The three brothers lived in a small meadow beside a river. All day long, they ate the green grass. On the other side of the river, over a rickety wooden bridge, was a huge field. The Billy Goats Gruff thought the grass there looked longer and greener and juicier. Day after day, the three Billy Goats Gruff looked longingly at the juicy grass on the other side of the river. They would have happily crossed the bridge to go over there, but for one thing. One horrible thing. A mean and smelly old troll with very pointy teeth lived under the bridge, and he guarded it day and night. The grass in the meadow where the three Billy Goats Gruff lived got shorter and shorter and drier and browner, and the brothers were getting hungrier and hungrier for fresh, juicy grass. One day, little Billy Goat Gruff decided he'd had enough. "I'm so hungry," he cried to his brothers. "I can't eat one more blade of this dry brown grass." "We agree," groaned his two brothers. "Look at that juicy grass over there. Oh, if only we could get past that mean old troll." "I'm going to try," said the little Billy Goat Gruff bravely, and off he set. Across the bridge. Suddenly, a croaky voice roared out, "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'll eat you if you pass. You'd taste yummy in a sandwich." Oh, please don't eat me," cried the little goat. He was very frightened, but he had a plan. "I'm only a little goat. My brother will be crossing in a minute, and he is a much bigger and he's much tastier than me." The greedy troll thought about this and burped, burp, loudly. "All right," he said, "you may cross." The little Billy Goat Gruff ran as fast as his little legs would take him until he reached the other side. The medium-sized goat saw his little brother munching the juicy grass on the other side of the river. He really wanted to eat that grass too. He turned to the big Billy Goat Gruff. "If he can cross the bridge, then so can I," he said, and off he set. Across the bridge. Suddenly the mean troll climbed out from his hiding place. Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'll eat you if you pass. You'd taste nice with rice. He licked his lips when he noticed how much bigger this goat was. The medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff stopped, his hooves clacking together in fear. "Oh, please don't eat me," he cried. "I'm really not that big. My brother will be crossing in a minute, and he is so much bigger and tastier than me." Then the troll rolled his eyes, licked dribble from his chin, and grunted that the medium-sized goat could cross the bridge. The medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff galloped quickly across the bridge to join his little brother before the mean troll changed his mind. The big Billy Goat Gruff had been watching his brothers. "I'm big and strong, and I'm really hungry," he said to himself. So off he set. Across the bridge to join his brothers and eat the juicy green grass on the other side. As before, the mean, smelly troll scrabbled up onto the bridge. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? I'll eat you if you pass. You'd taste scrumptious in a stew." This goat was big. The troll's mouth started watering and his large tummy started rumbling. The big Billy Goat Gruff stamped his hooves. "No, you can't eat me," he shouted. "I'm big, and I have big horns, and I will toss you into the river if you don't let me pass." Before the troll could answer, the big Billy Goat Gruff put his head down and charged at him. He tossed the mean creature high up into the air. Down, down, down fell the troll. With a huge splash, he dropped into the river and floated away. And that was the end of the mean troll. "Well done, big brother," laughed the little Billy Goat Gruff. And the medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff, "Come and eat this grass. It is truly juicy and really delicious." And the three Billy Goats Gruff were never hungry again. Well, that's the end. How about that? How about those three Billy Goats Gruff? They're just silly goats, but you know what? They stood their ground, and they trampled over that bridge, and they held themselves, their heads up high against that old troll, and they were able to eat that grass on the other side, which was much juicier and finer than what they had. Their grass was all gone. Why couldn't that troll share? Well, I'll be seeing you again. Now, this is Obie, and I tell stories for the Peachtree City Library, and I'll see you again, okay? Bye-bye.